So oftentimes what we think is holding us back from getting lean and what we think we need to get lean are surface level things, which is why we find ourselves always chasing the shiny objects, the cutting edge workout plan, the fad diets and the biohacks, when what's really holding us back and what we really need is below the surface. And in this video, we're going to cover two big ones. Number one is judgment. Judging ourselves whenever we cave into a temptation, judging ourselves with the amount of weight that we're able to lift and comparing ourselves to others in the gym and wondering why we're so much weaker than them and comparing ourselves to how others look. Like, here we are busting our butts off. We're working so hard. We're giving it absolutely everything we got, doing what we think what we should be doing to achieve our physique goals, yet we don't have the results to show for it. So we're thinking, what am I doing wrong? What am I missing? And what are they doing that is different? Then you start judging them. Well, maybe it's just great genetics. Maybe they're using performance enhancing drugs, and you start just casting all of these judgments that aren't serving you well. And number two, which is way worse, is attachment. Whenever you experience that moment where you give into a temptation and you're beating yourself up and you're feeling guilty and you become attached to that feeling of being a failure. You attach your identity to that experience. I'm a failure. I can't stick with anything I set my mind towards. Or attachment to the outcome. Like, you're thinking to yourself, all right, when I finally achieve my goal of getting lean, I'm finally going to be happy. And becoming attached to the image you have in your mind of what that process looks like achieving your goal, kind of thinking, all right, it's going to be smooth sailing, I'm going to lose X number of pounds per week, I'm going to be committed to this diet here, and it's just going to go super smooth, super consistent all the way through. And things change, things evolve as you're going through this process here. It's going to surprise you, like what you think it's going to look like, what you think you're going to feel like at the end of it all, oftentimes isn't at all what you expect. And that's the beauty of this journey, just kind of going with the flow, embracing the process, really soaking up the experience itself. That's really what it's all about, not becoming attached to what you think the process is going to look like and not becoming attached to what you think the outcome is going to look like. Just evolving, learning, and growing every step of the way. That's what's key to getting the greatest enjoyment from this experience overall. So judgment and attachment are two of the big things that I see holding most people back from getting lean. And two of the big things that most people need to get lean, which are below the surface, not the surface level. I need a meal plan, or I need a workout program. That's surface level stuff. The stuff that's below the surface is non-judgment and non-attachment. So when you find yourself judging yourself for caving into a temptation, what you want to do in those moments is realize that you can't change it. That's out of your control. It happened. What you can control, what is in your favor in this time, is to express non-judgment and to reflect on what you can do in this moment that's going to serve you best. What can you learn from this experience that will help you move forward right now and in the future, next time you're ever faced with a similar situation? You can also express compassion towards yourself. Like, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel guilty. Be kind to yourself in this moment, realizing it's not about perfection. It's all about progress. And although you may have experienced what some would consider a setback in that moment, if you're learning from that experience and it's going to help you improve the next time and bring you even closer to achieving your goal, that's a victory worth celebrating. And when it comes to non-attachment, again, not attaching your self-worth to that experience, but also not being attached to this idea of what it's supposed to look like throughout this process here, what the outcome is going to be like. Not worrying, not being attached to a future outcome, like 12 weeks from now I'm going to have my summer body or anything along those lines. You don't want to be attached to the past, you don't want to be attached to the future, you want to be attached to this moment right now. Just focus on giving the best of yourself to this present moment. Like, that is where it's at. If you are making the decisions that are going to serve you best from moment to moment to moment, that is where you're going to experience success. That is what's going to lead you to getting lean, staying lean, and thriving, really experiencing the kind of personal growth that's going to bring out the best in you and really keep catapulting you forward each and every day. Like I said, it's an evolution. Like, we are always growing. There's always opportunities to improve ourselves, to, again, not get stuck on this idea that the transformation is going to end at a certain point. It's always going to be going. Look at this dude here. Yeah, I love it. I love it, brother. That's so fucking awesome. I fucking love it. That's what it's all about, living life to the fullest, embracing those moments, going with the flow. You never know what's going to happen on this journey. You never know where it's going to take you. So you roll with it. You always roll with the flow, giving the best of yourself to that moment. I think that made the video perfect, experiencing something like that, whereas others might be, what the fuck, that ruined my video. I'm trying to record this content here and get a message across, and this guy's cranking his music here, getting in the video. I love it. See, I don't think it could possibly be any better than that experience right there. So I hope you found value in this video, this message. Practice non-judgment, practice non-attachment. We'd love to hear how you're doing with that regards each and every day. So please be sure to drop a comment down below.